Colourpop came out with another Twilight collection, this time completely focused on the second book/movie of New Moon. We have quite the collection here to review for you guys. If you missed it, they did go ahead and release a Twilight collection of the first actual book/movie just called Twilight. I did a review on it a few months back. I can have a link for you in case you missed it and you want to check out that collection. But this time we have quite a few new goodies to dive into. They released a new eyeshadow palette, as well as 2 new Super Shock eyeshadows, 3 new multi-chrome shadow sticks, an ultra glossy lip balm, 2 new lipstick and lip liner duos based on Jacob and the Volturi. I can't remember how it's pronounced. I haven't watched these movies in a really long time, you guys. And last but not least, they also came out with a Soul Body Glow Oil. So I was a huge fan of Twilight growing up. I read all the books. I saw all the movies in theaters when they launched. So these collections are quite nostalgic for me. I was very, very lucky that both of them have been sent to me in PR, just to be fully transparent with you guys. However, I'm going to be honest on my opinions as I'm reviewing these / trying these products for you. That's not going to sway my opinion because I did receive them in PR, but I did want to let you guys know and say thank you to Colourpop for sending it my way. So we're going to try out the eyeshadow palette first. It just says on the front, the Twilight Saga New Moon. This is what the packaging looks like. And then the front of the palette looks like this. I actually really like that detail of the moon being on it. I like the vibe of it. I like the color tones that they chose to represent the movie. This is a little bit raised as well and gold and just like a really cute detail. And then the back of it has the shadow names and the colors, which is nice. Sometimes it just does the shadow names, but actually having the colors, I just think it's a really cute touch. So this is one of the shadows just fell out. Oh no. Oh, and it shattered. It shattered all over my floor. Okay. Hold on. Okay, so the Shadow Trade Secrets is the one that fell out. As you can see, it's just like completely crumbly in my hand. This was like the biggest chunk I was able to pick up off of the ground, and it is completely shattered and crumbly in my hand. It looks like a really pretty goldy sort of metallic shade. I mean, obviously I'm bummed that it fell out and like one of the shades is shattered and I can't use it, but I don't know if this would have been a shade that I would have been using a lot anyways, so let me go ahead and do a swatch of it for you because I was going to swatch the whole palette and this one will just be out of order, I guess. So that's a swatch of that Trade Secrets. I was going to get to the swatches in a minute, but we had to start a little early, so that's okay. So as I was saying, when you open up the palette, this is what it looks like. And then on the top, it just has Bella and Edward and Jacob there. Again, I like the aesthetic of the palette. I think it matches the aesthetic of the movie very well. And then this is what the palette is going to be looking like. Of course, minus that Trade Secret shade. It says on the little pamphlet that came with it, create endless fantasy looks with 15 oranges, golds, and red smoky shades that represent the warm tones in each new moon scene. This palette on its own retails for $24, and then the whole collection retails for $125 in case you wanted to pick up the whole thing. I also did see on the Colourpop website that the Twilight collab is back in stock, so if you missed it and wanted to snag it, that is back in stock as well. So that's exciting. I will have everything linked down below for you in case you want to check it out. And I will go over the prices of each of the other products as I go through them. But let's do some swatches of the palette first before we do some eye looks. So I'm just going to go by row. The first one being Mood Control. Then we have Marry Me. Ooh, that's a really nice matte shade. Wolfpack, which feels a little glittery. We'll see how I like that on the eyes if I try it out today. Alice. Let me do that swatch again. This just looks like a metallic, but didn't show up very well the first swatch. And last on the first row, we have Senior Year. Ooh, I like that one. That one's pretty. The second row, we have You're Sort of Beautiful. Then another one of those glittery shades called Adrenaline. Ooh, that is stunning though. Whoa. That is beautiful. Oh my gosh. Then we have Bloodsuckers. Ooh, okay, that swatched terribly. Let me do that again. Reds can be hard to formulate. Okay, there we go. That was much better on the second swatch. Face Punch. Ooh, again. Not a good swatch. There we go. And then lastly on that second row is that Trade Secrets shade that I had to swatch up there. Then the last row we have Paper Cut, October, November, December, Soul Reader. Ooh, that looks like a pretty intense matte black. Soulless Monster. And last but not least in the palette, Your Everything. So here is the whole palette swatched out for you. I really like the colors that they chose. I think it's a really pretty palette. It definitely does lean warm. So I think I am going to go ahead and do 2 eye looks for you guys. It's a Saturday here and Ivy's currently napping, and I don't think we have much plans other than possibly going and playing in the snow because we had a huge snowstorm the past couple of days, and there's like, I don't even know, like 8 inches of snow on the ground, maybe even more than that. So we might take her out to play in a little bit when she wakes up. So we don't really have any other plans the rest of the day, so I can do 2 different eye looks. Right off the bat, as I'm looking at the palette trying to decide what eye look to make, I do want to point out that there are a lot of deeper mattes in this palette. This one's a little more berry. This one, I'm not sure if you guys are going to be able to tell on camera, but in person, it has almost a little bit of a plummy sort of undertone. This one is matte black, and then this one is a really deep dark brown. I appreciate having all of these different tones in here. However, on the lighter matte side, they are lacking a little bit. These two are not similar tone wise. Like this is definitely way warmer, and this is a little bit more cool tone, still warmer, but this is more orangey, this is more green toned, but the depth of it is pretty similar. And then this one is super yellow, and that's kind of all you got for mattes. So that is going to be, at least for me and my skin tone, kind of limiting on the type of eye looks I can make and how I start off with the eye looks. So that's a little bit of a bummer, just kind of a note I wanted to say. However, if you have a medium or deeper skin tone, you might enjoy that. It's just for me and my fair skin and the type of eye looks that I like to make, that is a drawback of this palette. So for the first eye look, I'm going to go ahead and start off with this Marry Me shade. I did go ahead and prime both my eyes with the Ulta Beauty Matte Veil Longwear Eye Primer. And we're going to start by putting that Marry Me shade, ooh, that is pigmented, okay, into the crease. I like that shade though. It's a really pretty, just like warm brown. And this was actually the more green tone of the two. The other one, the You're Sorta Beautiful, is definitely going to be warmer on the eye, more orangey. I actually really like this shade though, it's really pretty. Okay, next, to deepen it a little bit, I think I'm going to mix together that Marry Me shade with this Your Everything shade just to get like a mid-tone brown. I don't want to put that deep brown in my crease. I feel like that would be too intense, so I did go ahead and mix the two. Still pretty intense. Okay, I'm going to go back in with just Marry Me and start to blend this out. That first brush again to just blend. Okay, it's looking pretty intense right now, and this is going to probably end up being a pretty deep smoky eye, but I think we're going to try to save this just because it is like a little bit darker than I was anticipating, but that's okay. We're going to put glitter primer all over my lid, and then I'm going to do a halo eye, and I'm going to do this Soulless Monster beautiful green shade. I'm excited to try this out on the outer and inner portion, and then I'm going to try to take this Mood Control on the middle portion of my eyelid. Yeah, I think those two will look good together. This is just the NYX glitter primer that I use all the time. We're going to take that green Soulless Monster on the outer portion. Ooh, that's pretty. I like that shade a lot. It's deep. I like the like army green tone of it. And then we're going to take that Mood Control and put it in the middle. I'm going to let it go up into the crease a little bit. I don't mind that. Oh yeah, okay, I am actually really liking this look. I like those two shimmers on my lid together a lot. I think they look great. The second eye look, we're going to do a little bit more warm tone of a look. So we are going to start off with this Senior Year shade. This looks like it's a matte with a little bit of sparkle in it, but I was able to tap off my brush. I'm not seeing any sparkle on the actual shade when I'm applying it to my eye, so that's good. I don't really like those mattes with sparkles in them. Let me know down below, do you like those shades? I haven't really heard that many people who enjoy those type of shades, but brands, including Colourpop, keep just putting them in palettes. So I guess people out there do like it, or they would stop. I don't know. So this was about 2 layers of that Senior Year shade. I like this shade a lot. This is a really pretty warm shade that has a little bit of yellow, a little bit of mustard, a little bit of orangey tone to it. This is a stunning shade. I really like that a lot. Okay, to deepen the crease a little bit, we're going to take that You're Sorta Beautiful shade, and we're going to pop that right in the socket of my eye. It is getting slightly patchy on my inner corner here, but that happens every time I do eyeshadow. So I always mention this because, I mean, people who watch my videos are probably so sick of me saying this, but I mention it every time I do eyeshadow because I don't want someone new to see this video and see me blending my eyeshadow and see it getting patchy and wonder why I'm not addressing it. You know, like, girlfriend, your eyeshadow's getting patchy. Why are you not saying anything? It always gets patchy no matter what brand I use, no matter what eyeshadow I use. I genuinely think it's the skin on my eyes. So okay, I might regret this decision, because I'm afraid it'll get too glittery. But what I'm going to do is put glitter primer all over my lid again. I'm going to take this Face Punch shade, which is a little bit more of a normal metallic. It is a bit on the thicker side, so it's probably going to be stunning on its own, and I'm going to have to be careful not to apply too much. But then on top of it, I want to apply a little bit of this Adrenaline. It is one of those glittery shades, so we shall see. I feel like I'll probably have glitter fallout all over my face the rest of the day, but again, we're not going anywhere, and I wanted to use like as many shades as I could, you know. So we're gonna take some of that Face Punch shade. This looks beautiful. We're gonna do a light layer. We're gonna try to do a light layer. It is thicker, like I was saying, so it's kind of hard to not apply a lot, like your finger picks up a lot at once, you know. Okay, that shade is beautiful. It's like molten lava on your eyelid. So that's what Face Punch looks like on its own. And then I did want to tap a little bit of that Adrenaline shade. It is just really thick and chunky and glittery, so we'll see. Ooh, okay, yeah, that's pretty. It's lightening it a little bit and then obviously adding a lot more sparkle. I am getting fallout on my face, but I kind of knew that was going to happen. Oh, that is pretty though. Oh my gosh, there's like a ton of different sparkle shades in this. Like I'm seeing white and obviously orange, and when it's shifting, it's almost shifting like a green blue sort of. I don't know. That's a really interesting. You're probably not even seeing it on camera at all. I'm so sorry. But it's a really interesting shade. It just got a bunch of different sparkles, like colors in it. Ooh, that is pretty. I'm liking this palette more than I thought I was going to. When I first opened it up and looked at it and saw how warm it was, and then even the swatches, I was like, I don't know about this. I just don't know if it's going to be like my cup of tea. But these two eye looks, I actually think are really pretty. They're going to look a lot better. I want to do the rest of my makeup and like clean up the edges and everything. Oh my gosh. I didn't use any of the shadow sticks or any of the Super Shock shadows. Shoot. I just got so excited with the palette. I didn't use either one of those. Okay. So sorry. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to go ahead and finish off the rest of my makeup, because the rest of it is those shadow sticks in the Super Shock, which I will swatch for you, and then some lip products that I will try on, and then the glow oil, the Soul Body Glow Oil, which I'm actually probably not going to use. I'll open it up and show it to you guys, but I don't know if it's a product I would get any use out of, so I might just donate it unused, unopened. We shall see when I open it up and look at it. But let me go finish the rest of my makeup, and I will pop back on and try out the other goodies for you. Okay, so here is the rest of my makeup all completed. I did go ahead and finish the lower lash lines, do inner corner, mascara, all of the above to finish the eyes, because I'm not going to use those shadow sticks or the Super Shocks on my eyes. I'm just going to swatch them and show you them. So this is the completed looks. What do you think? I actually think that they are both stunning. Are a little bit more intense than what I go for the everyday basis. If you are new to my channel and this is your first video of mine, hi, thank you for clicking on it. I appreciate it. I'm Emily. Nice to meet you. Hopefully you subscribe, stick around. I would love to have you. But I'm a stay-at-home mom of a almost 2-year-old little girl named Ivy, and we're not really like, I don't really have any reason to wear eye looks like this on the daily basis, going to the library, baby story time, running errands, picking up the groceries, all of the above. However, for a special occasion, date night, anything like that, I am loving both of these looks. Actually, I like this one the best, which is surprising because I don't go for these really warm orangey tones very often, but this is stunning. So how I finished up the lower lash lines for this eye, all I did was run that Marry Me shade along there, and then for this eye, I did go ahead and mix together Senior Year with You're Sorta Beautiful. And then for the inner corner, I did go ahead and use this Mood Control shade. It was a little bit too yellowy and a little bit too dark, so I did top it with the white shade from the Dior Highlight Quad. So the next products I want to talk about is their Multichrome Shadow Stick. So they have released shadow sticks in the past, but I don't know if they've been multichrome. So that's kind of cool. I'm very intrigued to see what this looks like upon swatch. So this is what the different packaging looks like. This one, it looks like it has a wolf howling in the wind. This one looks... Oh, I was like, what is that? But it is actually a motorcycle, which Jacob rode a motorcycle, I believe. And then this one might be the crest of Jacob's family. I don't know, you guys. Like I said, I read all of the books and I watched all the movies, but it has been a very long time. And I remembered more from Twilight than I do from New Moon. Some of these references and shade names and packaging and all that, I'm not totally understanding, but I think that just means I need to go back and watch Twilight and New Moon and all the other ones to catch up, you know what I mean? Because I'm assuming if they did Twilight and New Moon, they're going to release the other movies/books in a collaboration as well, you know what I mean? So this is what the actual packaging just looks like. It says Twilight Saga New Moon. It has like some of these like frilly things on the top. So these retail for $12 each, or if you want to get a set of the 3, the set of 3 is $32. This first one I'm going to swatch for you is called Wolf Girl. So this is what Wolf Girl looks like. All swatched out. Ooh, okay. Okay, so it definitely has like that multi-chrome shift. It's shifting from like orange to green blue, it looks like. Next up we have It's Always Been Him. So this one looks more of like a gold to green blue. So it looks like the shift looks pretty similar on them. It's just the base color. This one's more orange, this one's more yellow. And then last but not least we have Vampire Girl. Ooh, okay, so this one's like a deep red one, which shifts to kind of the same thing. Like a green, I don't know. Okay, so in person, I'm actually seeing that that shifts from like a red to a gold. This one shifts from like gold to green, which you can kind of see. And then this one shifts from like a dark gold to a light gold, pretty much. I mean, I guess you can see it shifting there to like that blue color. But yeah, I'm gonna be totally honest. I'm not a shadow stick kind of girl. I'm not a multi-chrome kind of girl. These are not products that I will probably get any use out of. I think if you like this sort of shift on your eye, or you like this sort of product, you would probably enjoy it. I mean, obviously I didn't put it on my eye. I don't know how it performs, but upon swatch, it's cool, it's pretty. They swatch nicely, they seem pretty pigmented. And then they did also release 2 new Super Shock shadows. I think that this in the palette might be, well, I haven't opened the other ones yet, so maybe I should not say this prematurely, but this might be my favorite packaging that they have come up with this collection. This matches the palette, but this one is also super cool with like the, I don't even know, like the forest and the red tones and the clouds and all that. I just think that it's a really cool touch. They did a really good job on the packaging on this, in my opinion. I like this packaging more than the Twilight packaging. I think the Twilight packaging really represented the Twilight movie and the tones of that movie, the blue tones, the greens and all that. Like, I think they did a good job on that one too, but they almost like stepped it up and elevated this one. The actual packaging of it is pretty, I don't want to say boring, but you know, it's just a Super Shock component that all the Super Shocks come in. I wish they maybe would have done something a little cooler to this. Like, their outer packaging is always so cool, and then the actual packaging of the component is like kind of chintzy and like not as cool, obviously. So that's a tiny bit of a bummer. But so these, like I said, are their Super Shock shadows. On their website it says they are $9 each, or if you want this set, they retail for $15. So this one is called We Won't Bite, and it's actually cool because they look like they're more of a marbled shade. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch, kind of ruin the marble of it, but that is what it looks like. Ooh, okay, you know what? It's actually a really pretty shade. I would have gone with this eye look. Oh, I like that more than I thought I was going to. It's like a dirty green gold shade. That's really pretty. Okay. And then this one is called the Volturi. Gosh, I cannot remember how to pronounce it. I'm so sorry. This one I will probably not like. I'm going to be completely honest. The marbling is cool. The like black and red, I think it looks really cool, but I don't know if this is like a shade I would ever wear. Yeah, probably not. And this one seems to be more matte. It has a little shimmer in it. Oh, you know what though? That is a base coat. We're not doing our nails, Emily. A base color on your eyes with like a shimmer on top. That could actually be really cool. That pulls more burgundy, deep, rich on my skin than I thought it was going to. When I looked at it in the component, I thought it was going to be more red, and this pulls more burgundy, which I don't hate. I like it more than if it would have pulled red. I think it's more wearable when it's this color than if it's red. So that is both of the Super Shocks. Yeah, this one is more, it's not matte. There is definitely a little bit of glow and sheen to it, but this one is definitely like the sparklier one, more sparkly one of the two. These are really pretty. I actually like these more than I thought I was going to. I assumed I was going to swatch these and then give them to a friend and never use them, but upon swatching, I actually really like them. Okay, next up I'm going to try the Ultra Glossy Lip, and then we'll move on to the Lip Duos. I figured the Lip Duos will be a little bit more pigmented and intense, so I'd probably want to do the lip gloss first. So this is their Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade Runs with Vampires. This retails for $10 on its own. Ooh, okay. So that's going to be a really interesting shade. We'll see how pigmented this is. Okay, let's do a swatch of this to see what it looks like. Ooh. They kind of should have released this before the holidays. I think this would have been a really pretty holiday lip. I mean, that's a terrible swatch. Let me try to swatch it a little bit better for you. Well, it's a little bit on the sheer side though, so it's kind of hard to swatch for you guys. Ooh, it smells, oh, what does that smell like? This has a very specific scent from my childhood. It smells like a candy. Laffy Taffy? I think it's Laffy Taffy. It's like a candy from my childhood that is so specific. Like I immediately was like, oh, that smells like, but now I can't think of it what it is. I think it's Laffy Taffy. Okay, that actually smells really good. We're gonna do no lip liner, no nothing. Just try it on. See what it looks like on its own. I don't love this applicator, the flat paddle applicator they have, but it's okay. I prefer more of like a slanted doe foot on my lip glosses, but that's just me being very picky. Ooh, oh my gosh. Wait. That's actually really pretty. I'm going to do another layer. Okay, maybe don't do 2 layers because it's kind of like patching a little bit. Not patching, but bunching in a couple areas. But this is beautiful. Okay, this is a really pretty lip gloss. Okay, yeah, I like that a lot. This is the most wearable. In the tube, it looks very intense, very kind of shocking when you pull it out of the packaging and you're like, whoa, that's like a metallic red. But on your lips, is this not beautiful? It's not the glossiest gloss I've ever used. It's not the most like line smoothing, perfecting, juicy gloss that's making me look like I have lip filler. I have glosses like that. This isn't giving that to me, but the shade of this is so pretty. It's just a really wearable, beautiful red tone. This would be really nice over lip liner or a lipstick. Maybe I'll top it on one of the lip duos to see what it looks like. But on its own, yeah, I'm loving this. Not too thick on the lips. It's not doing the weird stringy in between the lip thing. And I did do 2 layers of it, so I feel like if it was going to get thick and goopy, it would have. Then we have 2 lip duos. This is going to be a lipstick and a lip pencil duo. These retail for $16 each. So this one right here is based off of Jacob, I'm assuming, based off of the packaging. The packaging is cool. I don't actually love their faces on the packaging on these. I feel like it cheapens it a little bit. None of the other ones have anyone's faces on it. I get that this is like based off of Jacob and the Volturi, whatever, and like that, like I get that, but I don't know, just having their faces on it cheapens it a little bit for me personally, but it's fine. You know what I mean? So this one is called, I usually don't swear on my channel, but this is part of the name, so I'm gonna say it. It's called Bella, Where the Hell Have You Been Loca. I don't understand that reference. I need to watch New Moon again. Okay, I picked this one because I thought it would be the lighter of the 2. Oh, well, they're both kind of deep and dark. Okay, so we'll do this one first and then we'll do the other one next. So this is going to be a lip liner and a pencil. Like I said, the lip liner is called Hello Biceps. That's hilarious because he gets like super jacked in this movie. I couldn't think of the word. That's funny. Jacob gets like real jacked in this movie, and that's funny that they call this Hello Biceps. Okay, so this is going to be a swatch of that. Oh, actually more wearable than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a really deep, dark chocolate brown based off the packaging, but that looks, I mean, it's pretty dark, but that looks more wearable than I thought it was going to be. And then this is called just Jake, I guess, for Jacob. So this is their Lippie pencil, which is their normal Lippie pencil they've had for a long time, but this is going to be their Power Pout Transfer Proof 8-Hour Lipstick. This is a newer formulation for Colourpop. It's not my favorite formulation. It's pretty drying, if I'm honest. They sent me quite a few of them in PR, and I only kept, I think, like 1 or 2 shades. I gave a couple other shades to my friend Hannah, and then I'm going to donate the rest of them because I didn't think that this was going to be the type of formulation I would enjoy. However, that is a really pretty shade, so we're going to try them on anyways. So I'm just going to line my lips, fill it in with this. I don't know if they changed the formulation of this. This feels a little bit creamier than the others I got in PR. It doesn't feel quite as drying on the lips as the other ones did. This is going to be a color that I don't wear very often, and if I did, I would not wear it with either one of these eye looks. I would wear it with a very subdued eye look, very natural, probably makeup on the rest, and then make this the focal point of my look with this bold brown lip. I also don't wear brown on my lips very often. Regardless of that being said, I actually really like this. I think it's a really pretty shade. I think they did a good job making this dark and chocolatey, kind of like Jacob and his fur and being a werewolf and all that, I guess is what they were going for, while still being wearable on my fair skin. So I actually like this. Again, the formulation of the matte lipsticks isn't my favorite. It just kind of emphasizes the lines a little bit. It is kind of sticky too on your lips. And it's just not the most comfortable lipstick out there, but the shades of both of these are really pretty. There's not much difference between the two. They looked a little different on the swatch. I thought this would be a little lighter to where it would give a little bit more of an ombre look. It didn't do that. It is just kind of brown, but I still think it's pretty. And it's more wearable than I thought it was going to be. So that's good. I said that weird. Said that like real slow coming out. So this one right here has the Volturi on the front of the packaging. And then this one is called You Can't Trust Vampires. The Lippie stick is called Vampire Laws. And this is going to be a swatch of that. Ooh, that's real deep and dark. It's pretty though. I like the undertone. Berry maroon undertone is really pretty. And then the lipstick is called Vampire Royalty. Ooh, okay. And that's going to be a bright red. I don't know how these two are gonna go together. I mean, this will definitely make an ombre look. This will be interesting. Okay, again, line my lips, put that in the middle. See how this looks. I'm kind of very nervous, curious. I don't know, all the words. I guess these go together. I mean, I think I see where they're going with this. I think I just don't have the makeup skills to create that ombre red lip that they are going for with this combination. I get it though. That you have like the dark berry outer edge and then like the bright red. Like this is a very popular sort of lip look with red lips. So like I understand. When I first watched them, I was like, what the heck? These are not going to go together at all. Also, I will say the Lippie pencils are not my favorite lip liners. I like how creamy and buttery they are while applying them. I just don't think they last a super long time on me. And I actually think it goes really well with the Volturi. Don't they all have like really red eyes? And they all have like really red lips on this picture too. Yeah, so like again, this like is a good representation of this portion of the movie. But yeah, what do you guys think? I don't know. I feel like the longer it's sitting on my lips, the more I'm like into it. It's the type of red that makes your teeth look really white though, so that's good. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know down below what you think of this combo. And the very last product in this whole collection is the Soul Glow Oil. This is called It's a Wolf Thing. This retails for $12, which I actually think is a pretty good amount of money, especially for as much product as you get. So the Glow Body Oils, it says on the back, a luxe lightweight body oil with a next level multi-dimensional shimmer. Shake well, massage into skin, use fingertips or buff with a body brush. Apply liberally to shoulders, collarbones, arms, legs, anywhere you want a glow. Okay, this is just not really my type of product. They have sent me these like glow oils in quite a few other PR packages as well, and I never use them. I did want to show it to you. It looks pretty. I actually think it might be a little bit too dark for my skin tone anyways. On a medium to deep skin tone, this is probably stunning. So I'm going to save this and donate it. Hopefully you guys are okay with me not swatching it. I hope that is okay. You're not like yelling at the camera like, swatch it for us. You know, I don't want to use it when I know I'm not going to use it, and donate it unused. You guys get it. And that was you guys. That was the Colourpop Twilight New Moon collection. I pretty much tried on / swatched almost the whole collection for you guys. Honestly, I like this more than the first Twilight collaboration. I do. I don't know. I mean, the tones of the eyeshadow palette are definitely tones that I feel more comfortable using. So that could definitely be it. But even the other products, I'm just like really excited about. I don't know. I think I need to go back and watch my first Twilight video that I put up though, and like re-see what I thought of the first collaboration, because I remember liking it, but I don't know. I just think I like this one more, question mark. Like I said, I'll have a link down below for you in case you want to check it out. Actually, ooh, let's put the lip gloss over this lip look and see what it looks like. I think that would be really pretty. Red over red, you know? Although I don't like if it's a deep red like this, I don't like a glossy red lip. I do prefer matte. That's beautiful. I do still prefer it matte though, but the lip gloss over it still looks really pretty. Ooh. Yeah, so overall, I'm impressed with this collection. I like it. I think I will get more use out of this New Moon palette than I did the Twilight palette. So let me know down below, what do you think of the collection? Do you think they did a good job in capturing encapsulating and capturing the New Moon movie and book and just the vibe of the movie and all of that. Let me know, are you planning on picking up the collection? If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. You're awesome and I love you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys.